Like the majority of you, I don't really get a whole lot of time to spend outdoors like I would like to. And a couple weeks ago, if not a month ago, I put a survey out there asking you what was the biggest hindrance for you getting outdoors. And number one thing was time. Not money, not health, but it was time. So this is my solution to partially answer that question, because no matter what, we're not going to get out as much as we want to. But there are some things that we can do to try to get the most out of it that we can, and maybe get some things on the side. So today in Ohio, it's a beautiful day. It's about 50 degrees, and we're going to take the afternoon and just relax. This is at not my own property, because I don't own acreage with woods. This is at a local park that I have permission to come and film on. It's about a mile away from where I live. Now, you probably have some place near you like this, whether it be a park, whether it be an arboretum, or something close by that you can just get out and, well, bum around a little bit, right? So that's what I'm going to do today. Now, I figure, beautiful day like today, and I packed up my pack. This is going to be a great opportunity, even though it's not an overnighter, to test out some 1920s gear and maybe get a little bit of insight into what it was like. Now, we don't always have to go out and spend a weekend going camping to try to recharge our batteries. Just sitting out in the woods and listening to nature and observing, that can be enough to recharge what we have going for us. So what we're going to do as a plan is I'm going to make a light lunch, very simple 1920s lunch, and give you guys some hints on how to do that. We're also going to test out a piece of gear that I bought for my daughter, and if you are interested in the piece of gear yourself after I review it, you can purchase it below in the description box. And lastly, I'm going to take a nap in my 1930s woods sleeping bag. I'm going to lay out of bed, and I'm just going to relax a while, and I'm going to head home back to my family. All right, so first things first, let's go ahead and dig a small fire pit. Now, the fire pit that we're going to use is not going to be all that big, because all we're doing is just making a small lunch. We're not building it for heat or anything like that. Like I said, it's about 50 degrees, and I'm wearing enough layers that I'll be all right. So this is just a small cooking fire. That's all it's going to be for. Let's go ahead and get to it. Now you may remember this rope. This is my old scout rope I did a video of. And man, is this thing handy. So this cook kit that I'm cooking on is the Ozark Trail stainless steel cook kit. Now you can get these at Walmart. That's where I picked this one up. I think it was like $8, and I have a link on my description below if you want to check it out. I believe it's more expensive, but just go to your big box store. I got this for my daughter because if she loses a piece or it gets damaged or something, then I'm not going to be out a bunch of money. Now what we're going to cook is frying up some bacon right now to get the grease in this pan. We're slicing up some potatoes over here because we're going to have fried potatoes, salt and pepper. And then we have a rice pudding. Now you may seem kind of odd to have rice pudding with fried potatoes. When I was a kid, this is what we did. We always, whenever I had a birthday meal, I always wanted to have rice pudding and fried potatoes. So that's what we're doing. And the nice thing is it's also fairly quick. You know, it takes about a half hour to cook the rice, on the stove anyways. And about the same amount of time to cook the potatoes good. So it's kind of a leisurely meal, but there's also not a lot to it. And when you're stressing for time, which is what this episode is all about, right? Is trying to get the most out of your time. And you don't want something that's super elaborate. You want something that's enjoyable. You want something that's filling and relaxing as well. Okay, so I think our bacon is done. So now we're going to transfer the potatoes. Now, So the rice is boiling, which is good. Now, with a small cook fire like this, after you get it going, just keep feeding it small sticks, little tiny ones. It's less that you'll have to put out when you need to. Okay, now it's time to cook my coffee. To save time, I'm going to put the lid on. See if that helps. Well, our rice looks to be done. No, not quite. Still a little crunchy. But while we're waiting, we can eat our bacon. Mmm. 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 All right. So this is evaporated milk. This is what we're going to put inside our rice when it's done. And a little bit of our coffee. So take out our can opener here. Now we're not going to open it all the way. Just one end, turn it around. And do the same. All right. Dry that off. Now you got yourself a little bit of a drink too. Mmm. Mmm. Now, if you've liked this video so far, if you found it interesting or entertaining, useful, whatever, please click like. That way other people find it. You'll be helping them out as well. We really appreciate it. Now it is about 2:30. So I suspect this will all be done in about 8 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and sign off for a little bit, and I'll bring you back when it's all done. All right, so our taters are done. So is our rice. We're going to pour some milk in there. Stir it all up. And then we're going to add sugar to taste. All right. Now what I like to do is I like to take my potatoes and put it in with the rice. The saltiness of the potatoes and the sweetness of the rice just go together really well. Here we go. The first taste test. Okay, here we go. First taste test. That's so good. It's such an easy, relaxing meal. You know, you got your rice, you got potatoes, kind of got your dessert all in one. You know, you could have bacon with it. Speaking of which, those of you who purchased my cookbook, I made something especially for today's video. This is called a dough god. Now it's really simple. It's the easy field bread, if that's what you want to do with it. I made it at home, so it's also nice if you're a hunter or you're a fisherman or something. You can bake this ahead of time, and it's really good. So this has a secret ingredient. The secret ingredient is bacon. So if you're interested in a recipe like this, or rice pudding, or a lot of other field recipes, it's perfect for the camp crafter. Now this is simple, but there's actually ones in there that are pretty advanced. That are better suited for in-place camp, or you make it ahead of time and bring it with you, including lots of different desserts like cookies and cakes and stuff. So if you're interested in my recipe book, the description below has my email address. You just shoot me an email and I send it your way. It's a PDF. It's not a hard copy yet. I'm working on that. But it's a PDF version. So you can download it on your phone and take it with you. You don't have to worry about it getting wet or damaged. So that's what makes it really good for camping as well. Because chances are you probably already have your phone on you. Download the book and you got it with you. Now the only thing I'm waiting on is my coffee. You hear all those birds? You hear the squirrels knocking? This is a beautiful, relaxing day. And I'm not even staying the night. So what can you do? So what can you do to get the most out of your time? Because like you, I don't have a tremendous amount of time to get out in the woods like I want to, you know? I get to go with my scout troop, but that's pretty much it. Every once in a while, I get to sneak away like I do today. I'm on spring break, so I have a little bit of extra time. But things you can do is you can always set up a cot or a hammock or just lay out your sleeping bag in your backyard. You know, you can go to a park like what I am here and bum it a little bit. Maybe you have yourself a backpacking stove. If you have a backpacking stove, you don't even have to build a fire. You still get that experience of just being out in the woods. And just carving out your time. Now, to do it well, because time is precious, you want to plan ahead. Like making the bread ahead of time. You know that, hey, this day I'm going to take an hour or two. I'm just going to go out to the woods. I'm going to bum it for a little while. So you got a plan. My middle child and I, during the nice weather, oftentimes you'll find us in our backyard. We'll set up the hammock and we'll just lay out there, for 15, 20 minutes, maybe a half hour. The nice thing about a hammock is if you have one, is it doesn't take that long to set up. So you're just laying there, you're talking, you're having fun. Oftentimes my daughter will come out and she'll be playing around us and all that stuff. But just use the resources that you have. And you gotta carve it out. Everybody deserves some time to recharge everybody deserves time to recharge your batteries. And this is one of my favorite ways of doing it. It looks like my coffee is done. So what I do is I take just a little bit of water and that'll make the ground sink. Add my sugar. And lastly, add your cream. That's really good camp coffee. Now, I hope this video has been useful to you. If you want to check out another outing I did, where I did a 1920s overnight camp out, then check out this video here. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I hope you guys get some time to yourself and get to enjoy nature as you can. Give a kiss and hug to your loved ones, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.